Hey, I'm Derek Diedrichson from RelaxShacks.com in Charlotte, North Carolina. Kind of putzing around checking out the exhibits here where I have one myself. And I'm walking by and lo and behold I see this artwork that's so colorful I couldn't help but stop over here and run my camera to interview this gentleman here, Kenny the Tin Man, aka.
Hey Derek.
Tell us a little bit about what you got going on here, because I talked to you the other day and I walked by, I'm like, oh, it looks like it's potentially, well, it's something salvaged, obviously, but, pallet wood, but it turns out it's something completely different.
Correct. What we got going on here, Derek, is the art of architectural salvage, and I travel around the country and get stuff sourced from around the world. I get different pieces and I cut different things up and put them all together to make something totally unique. The piece behind me, for example, is reclaimed teak boat wood. It's all from Bali and Jakarta. It's post-tsunami garbage from the 2007 tsunami.
So it's tsunami salvage.
Yes, tsunami salvage, not garbage.
TS.
Yes. Yeah. And I've added antique tin ceiling tiles to it too. This has pieces from Brooklyn, New York in the 40s, and Wheeling, West Virginia, 1910. And Camden, Maine, 1924.
So you actually know, like, this stuff, you have the individual history behind it to an extent?
Oh yeah, I tear all the ceilings down. So I have the history written on the back. Every piece you get from us has the history written on the back as far as where
okay. You didn't tell me that yesterday. That's even cooler.
It's a big part of what we do. It's the history.
Now this one here, I just love this patina, what was this from?
Well, this is from the boats. I didn't do anything to this wood. This is right out of the ocean. All I did when I urethane the tin to make it waterproof, the teak wood is already waterproof, so I just added urethane to the whole piece just to give it an even finish. But the colors that you see are original to the boats. As you look at the whole series of these works, some of them have letters and symbols and numbers, things like that. They're just parts of the bigger boats.
Yeah.
So it's really just cutting them all up and making something cool. And I have clients that will use this as a backsplash, a headboard, a coffee table, an outdoor patio backsplash. I mean, it can get wet. It's
it would make a wild door too.
Oh, gorgeous.
Put a porthole in it.
Yep.
Yeah, porthole.
Now, one of a kind.
Yeah, it's great that you've taken something that was just from destruction and devastation made into art.
That's a big part of what makes it appealing to a lot of people too. I mean, some people are like, oh, I don't want that in my home. It was in this horrible storm. And then other people are kind of like, no, they put their lives back together getting this wood out of their way. I mean,
and it would have been in a landfill or buried somewhere otherwise.
Well, that's the thing. In Bali and Jakarta, they don't have FEMA to like dig a hole and bury it in a landfill.
Yeah,
so they have
throw
to
it in
do
the ocean.
Something productive with it to get it somewhere else. And I had a friend who orchestrated collecting all this wood and sending it over to the United States. There were 1553-foot container loads of this wood shipped here after that storm, and I was very lucky to get what I got. Turned it into this.
When it was shipped over here, was it cut into strips ahead of time, or how?
No, it was gigantic sections of boats that were totally broken by the storm, and it was garbage. The pallets looked like pallets of garbage. And there was no rhyme or reason of the thickness or the length or anything. It was just piles of wood, and I didn't quite know what to do with it at first. I got very disillusioned, so I was like, out of frustration, this is all I could really come up with.
No, they're wild, man. And I imagine, I mean, I'm going to pan around here and show some other ones. I imagine just piecing these together, it's like a big game of recycled Tetris.
Absolutely.
It would take a long time.
Yeah, and I found that the more I didn't think about the colors and I didn't think about the patterns, the better they came out. In the first batch, I was thinking about it a lot and really concentrating on the color continuity of it. And when I threw that out the window and just really went for it, they came out a lot better.
You'd be surprised. I mean, when I build stuff too, it's like, I tell people let the materials dictate the design, and sometimes just don't overthink it.
Right.
And that's like the coolest things I've ever built are in cases where I just didn't give a crap.
You get your mind right, you just go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, I brought up yesterday, Kenny, when we were talking, I said, these would make great tables, and you mind showing us this one down here real quick?
Absolutely. Come on down the back of the cave. This is
I feel like I'm getting the VIP tour of the green room.
This is the VIP area. So what this is just another panel I made. It's a wall panel. I just put it on a basic, garage sale table base just to illustrate that any of these pieces can be turned into a table or a backsplash or a headboard. It's the ability for you to repurpose it in your life. It's already recycled and reclaimed, and you get to repurpose it. So maybe you bought it to use as a table, but in 10 years you're redoing your kitchen, you're going to put that on the wall behind your stove and it'll be your backsplash.
I've built in a couple of cases art that actually folds down off the wall and becomes tables.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
You should do that with these kind of things. I mean, like
that's do some hinges on the bottom. And
it's beautiful. Yeah, you just get a little hardware.
Can I steal that idea from you?
No, that's fine, man.
All right, man. Don't forget.
I expect a royalty cut. No, that's fine, dude. Okay. There's too many ideas in the world to hog them all.
Right.
So I'm probably right here as I study the video later. I'm going to take some of your ideas, Kevin.
Make some at home. Man.
Yeah, all right. Hey, if people want to find out more on this website and all that,
thetinmanart.com. We're out of Atlanta and North Hollywood, California, and we do shows all over the country, and everything we do is one of a kind. My wife and I have been doing this for 17 years, and we love doing what we do.
Cool. Hey, thank you.
Derek, man, thank you.
Appreciate it.
You coming by.
Yeah,
man.
man. I want to check out the rest of the stuff. It's
please, man. Make yourself
fantastic.
at home.
Just in case you missed it, there's the website.
Signed on the back of one of them pieces.
Yeah. Again, I'm Derek Diedrichson for RelaxShacks.com. Thank you for watching.